Star 94, it's Cindy and Ray, and man, oh man, we are at the Kid Empowerment Day here at Warren T. Jackson Elementary School, and there are so many kids here, but there's some great kids that we know personally. They're friends of ours that will be our kid correspondents today, Cindy. And you want to tell everybody what their names are?
Well, we have Turner, Jackson, and Julia.
Now, what we're going to do is we're going to introduce you now to the man who pretty much is the person behind the entire book series that you know so well, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and his name is Jeff Kinney. Jeff, it's just amazing. My kids, I have a 13-year-old daughter and a 9-year-old son, and they've read all of the books, and they're very excited about the Wimpy Kid movie Diary coming out. So, I mean, did you ever expect, when you first read this first book, you'd end up having a movie coming out?
No, I didn't think these books had a chance of getting published because they were so strange. You know, they're these books filled with cartoon doodles and in a handwritten font. So I didn't think I had a chance of even getting published, and everything past that point has just been surreal.
By all means, let's meet two of the stars of the movie, Zach Gordon and Robert Capron. Guys, say hello.
Hi guys, what's up?
What got you interested in acting?
Well, when I first started acting at an after-school class at my school, there was like a theater class. They actually let me be in one of their plays called A Christmas Carol. I was the turkey boy.
Well, when I was about 5 years old, I asked my mom if I could go to acting classes because I wanted to be on TV and stuff. She's like, once you learn how to read, you can go to acting classes. So when I was about 7, I could read really fluently, and I asked my mom if I could go, and then I finally went. And about 8 years old, the teacher there submitted a Polaroid of me to an audition. And that's where it all began.
How long did it take you to publish the first Diary of a Wimpy Kid book?
From the time I first thought of the idea for Diary of a Wimpy Kid until the time it was published, it was 9 years.
What was your inspiration for writing Diary of a Wimpy Kid?
I just wanted to write an ordinary story about childhood. I think that there are a lot of stories out there with like supernatural elements or vampires and things like that. And I can't really relate to those sorts of things, but I can relate to ordinary humor. I think that every kid has tons of books in them if you would just like write down what's happening to you.
Does anything you write about relate to when you were a kid?
Yeah, just about everything I write about, you know, I can kind of relate to. Like I was on the soccer team and I was on the swim team, and I used to hide out from my coach when I was on the swim team, like Greg. I'd hide out in the locker room.
What would you say to other kids who maybe never even thought of being actors or becoming an actor? Why would you encourage a kid to get into the world of acting?
Well, it's a great business. I mean, there's a lot of rejection in it, and you have to take a lot of rejection in this
How'd you
business.
feel the first time you were rejected?
I was a little bummed out, but you know, I move on, and once I'm done with an audition, I just think about the next one and I focus on that one.
It's like dating, rejection. It kind of just prepares you for what you'll have to do. I'm totally kidding. I have a question for you guys because I have a 4.5-year-old daughter, and I know that you guys do a lot of voice work for cartoons and stuff. Is that fun, and do you get to do different voices? Because I know, Zach, you've done Handy Manny, and my daughter loves Handy Manny. Do you guys get to do little different voices, or your own?
Well, I sometimes make a little bit of different voices, or I make a little pitch higher or cracks in them.
Hi kids, I'm San San.
Voiceovers are fun because for the movie, there's a comic that Riley writes called Zooey Mama, and I got to do a voiceover for it. It was really fun to do because I had never done a voiceover before. I like it, it's fun.
Do you both like being the stars of Diary of a Wimpy Kid?
It's just an amazing feeling. I mean, all our hard work and all the rejection has finally paid off, and I feel that this is where all our hard work has finally come to an end, and this is where we finally feel that we've accomplished a lot.
I think it's really, really cool because I remember when I first read the book, I never thought I was going to be Rowley in the movie. That just seemed like it was like another dimension.
28 million copies sold, 30 countries. This is a worldwide phenomenon. This movie is going to be worldwide. Tell us, because you illustrated the book as well. Is this movie, because I'm asking out of ignorance, will this movie be done in an animated sort of way?
There will be a little bit of animation in the movie. You know, there's enough to bring you back to Greg's journal.
Were there any requirements that you had to take aside in becoming an actor?
you have to really work hard in this business, but you have to give up a lot. And if you have brothers and sisters, they have to give up a lot too. So when you ever fight with them, or if you're in this business and you're fighting with them, just think about what they give up just for you.
Do you all have friends on the cast?
Like the whole cast, we were like best friends with by the end of the shoot. The great thing about being in a kids movie is that there's a lot of kids in it.
Before we even started shooting, me and Robert went to the aquarium with the director so we all could bond together.
Again, the movie is the Wimpy Kid Movie Diary. It's not a diary, it's a movie. And so Jeff Kinney, thanks so much and good luck with the movie. After the book's success, you know this movie's going to be huge. So thanks to everyone.
Well,
thanks
thank you. Thanks. It's been a pleasure for all of us here.
And Zachary and Robert, you guys are a lot of fun. Great meeting you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
How many guys and girls have read Diary of a Wimpy Kid books? We would like to bring out some very special friends. Zach Gordon. Come on out, Zach Gordon.
Robert Kayla.
Jeff Kinney.
We want to hear your best Atlanta Zooey Mama on the count of three. We want to hear it loud, okay? So 1, 2, 3.
That was good. That was really good.
I think we're ready for your questions.
Who is your favorite person in the book?
Well, my favorite person is probably Greg. I just like him for some reason. Of course I like Bradley, he's one of my favorite characters, but I really like Fredley. Who here likes Fredley?
I really like Rowley too. He's one of my favorite characters because he just enjoys being a kid. You know, he's not in a rush to grow up, and parents, I'm sure you can appreciate that.